Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel for another video. This is Cassie. Today we are playing with the Spellbinders Small Die of the Month, and if that's small, that large one's going to be something, right? So this is the small one. It's so pretty. It has these really great bracket type die cuts, and then it also has these impressions that go right at they're the words, and they just leave an impression. They don't cut that out. And then you have lots of little flowers, the big ampersand, and as you can see, I already die cut out a bunch of things. I have a piece of cardstock that I've cut down to 5 by 7, and I'm going to put this into the embossing folder of the month for January 2023. Run that through my die cutting machine. Follow the directions on yours. It's pretty simple. And then we're going to start doing some assembly. You'll notice that I have sped this up twice as fast as I normally would put a card together. But this card did not take me very long. The die cutting, I think, is what takes the longest time, but I actually enjoy that process. I put on like an audio book or music or whatnot and just kind of jam away or listen and make my cards. So I decided to double up the ampersand. I used some gold cardstock along with some white, and then I offset that just a little bit to give that some dimension. I think that is so pretty. I can imagine doing that with like a light pink and a dark pink, or any color for that matter, light and dark. And then this is what I was talking about. It doesn't die cut out the words, but it does impress on the cardstock what the words are. So I have happy birthday and many more. And then I have a bunch of leaves and flowers. I've cut those all out twice, and I've done it out of some burgundy, some gold, and I have some yellow, and also for the leaves I did some green. And then it's just going to be some assembly here. So I'm popping out all the little pieces of these centers for some of the flowers, and I did those out of white, and I did those out of some gold. And then once that's all prepared, we can start piecing everything together. And once things are pieced together, then you can start assembling everything. So here comes Miles. Typically Miles, when he wakes up from a nap, needs all the attention, all the pets, doesn't quite understand why you're not giving him what he needs, so he will continue to mess up whatever it is you're trying to do until you give him the attention he needs. So I had to stop for a little while and pet, and I got all the purrs and love, and he's still not completely satisfied, but I did give him a decent amount. So sorry if you're going to see some cat tush in the way. He is my needy child. And I'm okay with that. All right, so I'm piecing some of these flowers together. So I'm putting in a little center there, and then putting over it. It's really kind of a cool flower. It has the back piece, the center piece, and then the slightly smaller front piece. Then you've got your blooms here. I'm going to put a white center, and then I'm going to put a gold, one of those that has the little centers poked out of it so the white will show through. And we'll just use our reverse tweezers. Those are incredibly helpful for small dies like this. That is one of my must-have tools when I'm talking about or thinking about paper crafting, is reverse tweezers, my pickup stick. Those are things that are just absolutely necessary when it comes to card making for me. And it partly could be because my fingers get a little fumbly. The older I get, the less they want to work. All right, in this one I put a little gold, and then I have some tinier white dots I'm going to put on top of those. And I think that's what's fun about things like this, is there's no right or wrong way to piece these together or what colors to do. You've got so many varieties and so many options when you're talking about flower dies. And then the sentiments that come in this are pretty incredible too. So there's lots of really great sentiments. I chose birthday because I tend to need a lot of birthday cards, and it's a new year, and the goal is definitely to be better about sending birthday cards out. So this one may go to my sister-in-law. All right, kind of placing that on my glass mat so I can center up the ampersand. And I decided to attempt to put down our little words without any help, but then I was like, no, you definitely didn't put that on there squared. So I bring in a T ruler, and so pardon my head, I'm just using that T ruler to make sure that things are nice and centered, and we'll do the same thing with the one at the bottom. So it says happy birthday and many more. And then the fun part is putting all those pieces wherever you want to put them. So play around with it, go to town. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I'm going to use a foam square on my one main flower. I'm just going to use this one big one. It's going to go there. Then I'm going to piece around some of the leaves that go with it. There are some really great kits. If you are new to the Spellbinders kits, I highly suggest you go and just take a look at them. There's a lot of great inspiration for each of them. This is the small die. There's also a big die. There's a stamp set Stampin' Die. There's also a glimmer kit of the month, which I will show later on as well. There's also, or I will have a video for, there is also a card kit, which is a quick and easy card kit. It's just, there are so many kits available. And there's a new stitching one as well. I don't have that one, but that one seems to be incredibly popular. From what I understand, it may actually be sold out. So if you like the idea of stitching dies, I would definitely hop on that train and get on that, because from what I understand, once they're sold out, they don't restock those, because it's, you know, a monthly kit. The whole point is, you know, you get it when you get it. And if there's any left over, great, I suppose. But if there's not, then, you know. So that's the joy or the beauty to jumping on the subscription of those. All right, so we're just kind of finishing up with these flowers on the outside. I purposefully die cut lots of flowers because I wanted to make sure that I had a few for the inside of the card as well. And I think that looks really good. Here I've decided to trim this down just a tiny bit. I want to keep that centered, so I've got to do it on all four sides. But I wanted to add this to a white card base, a white card base with that navy blue background, or that panel on front of it just would really make it pop and make the white ampersand stand out even more. It just kind of ties it all together. And so I ended up cutting this down to 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. And so that'll give a nice white border all around. And 5 by 7 is turning into one of my absolute favorites to make. So then I'm going to take the leftover pieces and we're just going to adhere those down. I won't make you sit through all of that. But again, you know, have fun with it. And I like to bring the outside in, so that's what I tend to do. So we'll just finish up that inside with those leftover pieces. I think that looks really cute on there. There's just a little small flower and one small leaf to adhere. I do apologize for the light coming through. Sometimes when I'm filming, I can't really do a whole lot about that. So sometimes I have to pick a better time. But here we have it. I love how this turned out. I hope that you do too. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button. Definitely consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And as always, I will see you very soon in another video. Bye, everybody.